Guys and girls, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the great British weather, which is crap at the minute. Welcome back to my E92 actually. This video is not a video that I thought I was going to be making so soon, as I know the last time you saw this car on the channel, I just had it wrapped and it was absolutely mint. This car has actually been used as my daily car for the last 4 to 5 months because I am in the transitional period of having a few press cars here and there. I've had the RS6, I had the M4, then I had another M3. There is a new car coming to the garage extremely soon. I'm sure a couple of you could probably guess it, but I'll let you guess it in the comments down below. So this girl has kind of become the workhorse, which you know what happens when a car becomes a workhorse. You know, there's coffee cups everywhere. You get a little bit lazy when you're kind of parking it places. I'm just making excuses for myself right here, you know. When a car gets used every single day, it is more prone to things happening to it, but this is my logic. But my point is, this girl needs a little bit of TLC at the minute because there's been a few things that I need to address. The dashboard is not quite looking like a Christmas tree, but she's definitely getting there. And there's been a few exterior knocks. So yeah, not great start, but look, we'll get there. It's all part of the journey. Do you know? Oh, look at that. The sun has finally come out. Anyway, let's get into the video. This one is very kindly sponsored by Car Vertical. I don't know why I'm actually being so honest with you guys, because you're probably going to slate me. I don't care what any of you lot say. When you're out and about driving and you're constantly, your mind's full of a million things, there are times when just silly little things happen. That's exactly what's happened with this car. So I need to take better care of it. Yes, I know. But don't you lot tell me that you haven't done that before. It just needs a tiny little bit of a tidy up. It's not that bad, I promise you. Car Vertical are very kindly working with me on this video. Now, if you are in the market for a new car, these are the people that you need to check out first. There are so many cars out there that have got hidden history. Not with Car Vertical. There is no such thing as a hidden history anymore. What you have to do is, when you're looking at a new car, I mean, let's take an E92 M3 for example. These things can be a minefield when you're buying them. Has somebody had a wobble in it? Has it had a slap? Has it been clocked? These are all the things that I think about when I go out looking for a car like this. This is where Car Vertical steps in. All you have to do is take the registration of the car that you're looking at, pop it into their website, and it pulls up an entire full report for that vehicle. Now, I know for a fact when you're buying an M3, particularly the older generations like these V8s, it can be a nightmare. Let's take a look at this M3 right here. So as you can see, the mileage, it's got no mileage that's been reported. Now you can see that this car has been in an accident. So let's check out the vehicle report here. I always love looking at these pictures because they are absolutely crazy. This has very obviously been in a front end slap. You can see the front bumper there is absolutely wrecked, and the bonnet. This is really important because a car like this can actually be repaired and you wouldn't have a clue that this has been in a front end impact at all. I do have a discount code for you guys. I'm going to put it on the screen here, in the pinned comment and in the description box. If you're looking to buy a car, don't get your heart broken. Make sure you check out Car Vertical first and you could be taking home the car of your dreams instead of taking home the car of your nightmares. So first thing that you'll notice is the car is rather dirty. Now I did think about cleaning it, but then as the weather has been so bad recently, I thought, you know what is actually the point? I'm coming out to film a video today. So as you look around the car, I mean, it doesn't actually look that bad. Now, one thing that I did say when I got this car wrapped, the guys that did it, Husaro Automotive, did an amazing job, but what we did need to do, because my car is so damaged on the sills, we needed to get the side skirts, because once we had the side skirts, it stopped this situation. We knew that this was going to happen because this part here is just so kind of like gravel rash where all the road, and imagine how snowy and slushy it was in the winter. I didn't get the side skirts in time, which was going to be able to stick this part down. So the wrap has actually started to peel a tiny bit on the sills here. So I really need to get some side skirts sorted for this soon because this wrap is too good, and it's not the guy's fault, it's actually mine. Everywhere else the wrap is completely perfect. Even all round on the shuts, all round here, down to the rear diffuser. I mean, this car when it's clean still looks amazing. And so I had another ever so small little boo-boo here, and as you're coming out of Sainsbury's Warwick, it's got some absolutely ruthless curbs that you need to drive out fully straight then turn. I turned too early and I caught my wheel. I'm not proud of myself. It's actually the first wheel that I've managed to damage in about 5 years, and you know when you do it and you're just like, that really hurt. That's exactly what I thought there. And I just couldn't believe it. I was like, right, so the car's looking great, brand new, you know, new wheels, new wrap, all of that. And then you managed to take a chunk out of your wheel just by not concentrating. And then I was actually in Starbucks and I was looking at a copper coming in, and there's these lovely big curbs at the front of the parking spaces in the Starbucks, and I managed to just touch the front splitter with it. Although, to be fair to it, considering that I just touched it, it took it really well. So I will at some point probably replace this, but to be honest, fair play to CT Carbon front splitters, this took an absolute knock, and it's still in pretty good condition, considering it has just kind of cracked the top coat there, which I was really gutted about. And the fact that because it's being used as a workhorse at the minute, it is getting a tiny bit damaged. So there are things that I need to do with this. I'm thinking about tucking this girl away. As soon as the new car comes, I think that this car needs to have a bit of a break. Other than that, the car's been absolutely sweet. Let's go and have a look inside, because the dashboard is throwing up a nice little engine light. So let's see if we can plug it in. Yes. Lovely, there she is. Let's plug it in and see what the Carly Connected says. We'll say that the fuel bill which comes with this car is pretty hefty. I've been spending somewhere in the region of £500 to £600 a month on fuel alone. So I will be looking forward to having a car which has a slightly better MPG, which I never thought I'd say, but at the same time, practicality is kicking in. It is the cost of living crisis and all that. I actually did a deal with these guys ages ago, and this isn't even a plug. It's actually just a really handy thing to keep in the car. Thankfully, they've renewed my license. So this little Carly Connected thing is just a little OBD universal reader. So you can pop it into your OBD port down below and check what codes are coming up on your car. Down here, pop that in, lovely, lovely. And then I will have a quick look on my phone to see what codes it starts to throw up, because I have noticed that there is, yeah, a few popping up on the dashboard. So I'm just connecting to the app right now just to find out what is actually going on with this car. I don't think it's anything too bad. I saw something about the DSC was deactivated or active. I don't even know what it was. It just kept coming up because I'm noticing that the car is particularly more fun to drive, but I'm pretty sure it's just DSC off all the time. Right, diagnostics.
5 minutes later.
Wheel speed sensors in general react immediately. I love it when it comes up with just all of these red kind of like, oh, you need to do something now. Wheel speed sensors in general, I don't even know what that means. Rear brake pad composition error, DSC button pressured for longer than 10 seconds. Yaw rate sensor, DRS sends signal invalid. Okay, so we have a few critical and severe issues to do with the DSC, which is obviously dynamic stability control. Don't know, it says here, I love that. Very bad, 6 issues found. I think they're overplaying it, really. I think the biggest thing that needs to get sorted is the DSC stuff. I mean, I don't mind driving with DSC off all the time anyway, but probably should get that sorted. Footwell module, disturbed communication with passenger side belt feeder. React immediately. I don't think so. But anyway, look, this is really handy. I can look at the issues that I have with the car and I can go, huh, probably time to get it booked in. Let's take the car out for a drive. It's a lovely evening, actually. Now, there's a rainbow out and everything. And this car is absolutely great fun when the roads are a little bit wet. So, especially that, you know, the stability is working so well now these days. The car still sounds absolutely amazing. I think it's the best modification that I ever did on this car was the carbon intake on it, the Venturi. It makes the car absolutely delicious to drive. Like, it's so addictive when you're just pulling through the gears on this thing and just listening to it sing. Excellent. And one thing that I have noticed that I was on the motorway the other day. Now I think I've got a feeling that it could be the throttle actuators, which is something that is quite widely talked about in E92s. I got the big end bearings done as soon as I got this car because it was kind of the first job as soon as you buy one. I bought this probably 2021 now? Was it 2021? I'm pretty sure it's 21. And that was honestly the first thing that I got done, just to make sure that the engine was safe. Because as this car is coming up to 90,000 miles, I still want it to be running sweet. Now I've noticed when I'm driving down the motorway, and especially if the car is in cruise, every now and then it won't be showing an engine light, but then it's almost like the car does a little like cough, and it just kind of like dies for a second and then carries on, and then starts throwing the engine light. I do really need to get this car booked into I do really need to get this car booked into eVenturi. I do really need to get this car booked into Evolve. Aston's gonna hate me. The last time I took the car down there, I had an absolutely massive job for him to do with all the subframe, the rear, oh my God, the rear control arm. There was just so much to do with it. And now I need to take it back because, you know, there's a few things here and there that need doing. But it's all part of ownership. This is what it's like to own a car like this. There are things that pop up along the way, and it's just all part of it, really. As soon as I get the new car, I can take this girl off active duty and it will become a weekend car again, which means it gets a little bit more TLC. I need to get those side skirts sorted for her and also get those little bits of the wrap sorted, which is absolutely not their fault. It was my fault because I knew that all underneath there it's completely rashed and just the wrap is so difficult to stick down there. We needed to get the side skirt so it kind of pinned it together. Somebody didn't get the side skirts, i.e. me. They're all little bits and bobs, but do you know what? As you say, it provides a journey for this car. I still absolutely love driving it. I really, really don't want to sell it. I don't think I don't have to. And I do think that, I mean, I bought this for 16 grand. I do think that these cars are going to be one of those ones that in about 10 years time, everyone's like, oh my God, do you remember them? And with all the chat recently, especially doing the video with that Escort the other day, it's all about the cars that you saw when you were younger or you had and then you sold and wish you'd kept. And I just feel like this car is going to be one of those. Yeah, I don't think I'll be selling this car anytime soon. It's just too much fun. Well, there you have it. The car still to me feels great. It's got a few little things here and there that I need to do to it. Don't get me wrong, there's a few little cosmetic bits, but as I said, it's all a journey when you own a car like this, and now I can actually get to put this car in the garage for a bit, get it down to Evolve, because I do think it is going to need those actuators looking at very, very soon. But she still sounds great, she still drives great. It's not giving me any problems so far, so I'm not gonna give up on this girl just yet. It's not gonna be leaving me or the channel, so don't worry. And this thing, once it's had a wash, give it a bath, be absolutely fine. Right guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Make sure you check out Car Vertical. I have got my discount code there. It's on the screen, in the pinned comment and in the description box. Make sure you check it out if you're in the market for a new car. Other than that, take good care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next video. We're getting out loads of content at the minute. I've got so much stuff coming up to show you, and we've got that new car landed on the channel. So stay tuned. See you soon. Bye.